to the Hawes Junction project. Let's go and meet some of the people involved.
We chose to make a model based on Garsdale and the Yorkshire Dales. That was after a lot of thinking and a lot of arguing, I suppose, because it seemed to present us with a good exhibition layout that was quite a long one, and give a good impression of the landscape as well as the trains running through it. So one of the first things was to look at lots of pictures, but we also went up there to the Yorkshire Dales and we actually took this lot of pictures plus that lot of pictures so that we knew what we were talking about. Because when you're working in end gauge, you've got to take account of the scenery and how the railway fits into it. The big O gauge one doesn't matter so much, but it does in end gauge. So one of the problems was all the different levels. You go from this viaduct bottom up to the track level, and then along here it goes well up beyond the track level. So we've got to suss out where all the different levels are. The track plan is always an important thing, and the track plan now is nice and simple, but we're doing it as it was when it was called Hawes Junction, and we're not calling the layout Garsdale, we're calling it Hawes Junction, which probably puts it back in the 1950s or even earlier than that. Hopefully it will be ready in 18 months time, and hopefully we won't need to do this again, because it's a very long drive on a very wet Sunday, though the weather when we were actually there was nice, and it's quite a tiring experience. And then trying to get all that information onto bits of paper and onto wood for a baseboard, that's the big bit, but it's all going to work in the end.
This is Hawes Junction new layout sign. It's based on the sign that was on the side of the signal boxes up at Garsdale and Hawes Junction. At the time they were this colour. The machinery of the figures have come direct from a normal manufacturer, and the board's been made up by hand to reflect that. It's sitting on one of the layout boards, the layout base boards, which is on the trestles of the whole length of the layout. Each board is being made separately with a monocular design with laser cut plywood. Each one is being individually put together so that they then fit together as a complete unit. As you can see, the blacks are being painted so that they reflect the light when we are working behind the main layout. And not only that is, because there is going to be a lot of work being done here, it also shows up the workings which we need to put each piece in within the unit itself. Some of these pieces are very small and have to be drawn onto their backs, and they may get lost within the woodwork. So therefore this is a better idea with lightness and brightness behind it during the fiddle yard operation. Within this area here you see the manufacture or the assembly line of the different layout base units. Each base unit is roughly the same in dimensions, but maybe slightly different in the structure of the build. This one is an end piece which has been built and is now being painted up a little bit on the back. This piece here is number 3 unit. Number 3 unit is being built off-site because there was a slight rearrangement of how we're going to fit these together. So therefore it's been built off-site and it's going to be finally assembled within the area here. Number 2 unit over there is being built by one of the members who's learning how to put these together. This number 2 unit will be completed hopefully in the next week or so, but we're hoping it will be completed soon. The unit you'll find here, this deeper unit, is number 5 unit. Number 5 unit holds within its embrasure within the embrasure it holds the viaduct. The viaduct will be deep within there, and it will show that the depth of the mire, which it goes over, will be shown very nicely when the modelling is complete. Number 5 unit and number 6 unit will be deep units, and these units will then go on the trestles which have been made previously.
At the moment, we have a frame structure here, and I'm doing a very simple job because that's what I need to do. Just putting the bracing in on the frame so that whenever it's lifted out here, it stays at right angles rather than falls on. So it's really just fairly simple. Clamp it and pin it. Glue it, and with a bit of luck that will hold. And that's this evening's work. And again, and again, and again, and again.